Inside this box, we have the Shadow 2.0. We're gonna be comparing them against the original Shadow colorway, the 1.0 version, and breaking down all the similarities and differences between the two. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Welcome back to the channel. What's up with you guys? How you doing? How you been? If you did not know by now, my name is DJ and this is the DNA Show. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell notification for every time I upload a new video, and make sure you hit that like button because that helps the algorithm oh so much. So before I get started with the review on the 2.0, we got to talk about the history and nostalgia behind the 1.0 version. Back in 1985, Jordan had a series of colorways that came out with the Air Jordan 1s, and the Shadow was a part of that collection. To most people, they haven't seen it as the greatest colorway ever, but a very essential colorway for the sneaker collection. Because of the simple gray and black color blocking, it allows the sneaker to match with basically any outfit, and you can rock these things like tanks. This pair in particular, I have worn so many times, cleaned them up, worn them again, dirtied them up, worn them again, all these different things, cleaned them up again for the video, just for the video only, because I'm about to get these dirty again, and they still look solid. So the original came out in 1985, and then we saw a second version in 2009. Now that was more of a retro high instead of a retro OG high, so they had the Jumpman on the back. They had a different set of materials as well, kind of more of like a suede-ish type of material, a more premium leather, actually kind of similar to the band one, but not exactly. But I guess that's essentially the closest example of the quality and the cut and the style of the sneaker. Those came out and they sat on shelves. Not everybody wanted them for a long time, and next thing you know, years later, everybody wanted it because they realized
this is a very essential shoe for your collection.
About 4 years later, we saw the 2013 retro that was very similar to this version. It had the Nike Air on the top and it had the OG high style, and everybody really liked it. Those slowly crept up in price and people started to realize
this is a shoe I gotta have in my collection.
It's funny because when that 2013 version came out, the same situation kind of happened. It wasn't overly appreciated. People got the sneaker, they had it, they wore it over time, the value went up, but it wasn't worth much when it first dropped. And that same situation happened when this 2018 version came out as well. These were hovering just around retail for a while, and next thing you know, the shoe's worth 600 bucks. So that kind of gives you a gist of the history of the sneaker and how people value it, just based on like, they gotta have it because it's essential, and some people miss the wave and then they catch on later, and it happens over and over again. So let's go ahead and get into the 2.0 version and see if the same thing happens. Starting with the box, you have your classic OG style Air Jordan 1 box, all black with the red Nike with the swoosh on the top. Size tag reads Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG, black light smoke gray, white, retail 170 bucks. Lifting open the lid of the box, you have your white paper, and then you got the shoe. Oh, you got the shoe. Okay, first impressions of this shoe. Yeah, 1.0 is better. Maybe it'll take some time for these to grow on me though. I don't know. I don't dislike them. I just don't like them as much as I like the 1.0. Looking at the bottom of the foot, you have your classic Air Jordan 1 outsole with the all black vibes. Wrapping up to the midsole, you have an all white with the white stitch. Going to the upper, you have your storm blue style color blocking. Some people say Chicago, but it's just slightly a little bit different, so that's why I reference storm blue instead. Now, as I feel the material on the shoe, it feels pretty buttery on the suede right here on the sides and on the back of the shoe. It doesn't feel too bad. It's not like super soft, but it don't feel bad. It don't feel like stiff or anything like that. But the black leather on the toe and on the side of the shoe, it definitely feels really stiff. I don't know if it's because my other shoe is just so worn and more broken in and everything like that, but these just feel stiff. If you already got a pair in hand, let me know how you feel about the materials down below in the comment section. Like always, you have your Air Jordan Wings logo here stamped on the side, a black mesh tongue with the gray Nike Air hit here on the top. These come equipped with a standard pair of black laces and an additional pair of gray laces as well. Which color laces would you like to rock in these shoes? Me personally, I probably go with the all black because they're already in here and I'm kind of lazy and I don't even feel like switching it out, so I just lace them up and go. Looking at the inside of the foot, you have an all black sock liner, a black insole, and a gray Nike Air here on the stamp. And with the overall look, this is a pretty solid average shoe. Not the best, not the worst, but well worth having in your collection. Now let's compare these against the 1.0 versions and see the differences between the two shoes. Obviously, we have no suedes, all leathers here on this sneaker, and then we have dominant hits of suede here on the 2.0 version. Again, with the color blocking, this is your toe style, so like breads or royals or anything like that, you're gonna have that same color blocking pattern on here. And then you have your more of a storm blue, semi kind of like Chicago style color blocking on this one for the 2.0 version. It is quite interesting when you think about sneakers like the Court Purple 1.0 and 2.0, or the Shattered Backboard 1.0 and 2.0. Different sneakers that have a 1.0 and 2.0 version, they all start from a different 1.0, and they all kind of go in different trends when it comes to the 2.0 version. Even the Royal 1.0 and the Royal 2.0, or the Royal Toes, or whatever you want to call them, but each one has their own little set sets of characters. They're all not recreated the same way when it comes to a colorway of the original version and then the second version looking exactly like that, and the whole series is the same. So I do think it is kind of dope that they made the 2.0 version different than the other 2.0 versions that we have seen in the past. One thing that I can note is I really do like, and I don't know if it's because my pair has been worn a lot, but I think the gray is a lot darker on here and it's a lot more subtle. This definitely pops a little bit more, it's a little bit brighter, and it's not a problem, but I do like the more darker vibes when it comes to the 1.0 version. Let me know how you feel about that down below in the comment section. So I posted a poll on Instagram to see what everybody thinks about the sneaker as well, and if you haven't already, make sure you follow me on IG so you can participate in the polls and see the results here in the videos. I asked the people, is this shoe fire or is this shoe trash? And this is what they said. 83% of the people chose fire and 17% of the people chose trash, and I completely understand it. It's not a bad shoe at all. So then I decided to ask a follow-up question: which one do you guys like more, the 1.0 version or the 2.0 version? And this is what they said. 75% of the people chose the 1.0 and 25% of the people chose the 2.0. I could understand both sides. I've heard both stories. Some people really like this one more, some people like that one more. Some people don't know as much about the 1.0, or they just were finally able to get their hands on a pair, so they wanted the 2.0, so they like this one more because that's the one they have. I get all the sides of it, and I understand why those results are what they are today. Do you think those results are an accurate representation of these sneakers? Let me know down below in the comment section. So when it comes to value of the 2.0 version, these are going for just over 200 bucks right now. Retail was 170 bucks, so people are able to make a little bit of a profit on the shoe. Now the question is, what will these be worth 2 to 5 years from now? As we saw with the shadows, they lingered, and then they shot up. I think these have a high % chance of doing the same exact thing, but I'm not sure if they're gonna be worth the same value of the shadows. So say the shadows is worth 600 or 800 bucks or something like that in more time. These may be worth, you know, 450 or 500 bucks, but again, that's a lot more than retail. So if you plan on picking up this shoe, I would recommend trying to find it relatively soon, or give it a little bit of time and find a used pair and get those for a really good price as well. Don't be hating on the used pairs, man. All I'm saying is it's okay to buy used shoes as well. If you can't afford to buy the dead stock version, go get you some shoe sanitizer, go get you some spray. If you telling me that you don't wear used shoes, you're telling me you've never been to the bowling alley and rented shoes, or you've never been to a skate rink before or anything like that. I mean, I don't know. If you haven't done any of those things, then I understand why. But if you have, you could go buy the same exact spread that they use and you can still sanitize your sneakers and clean them up and they'll be just like new. But that's a whole nother topic. We can get into that in another video. So I appreciate you guys as always. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in another video. Bruh, we got a lot coming up this week. Man, I'm excited. Let's get it. Yo, if you enjoyed this video and you want to make extra money or grow your shoe collection, I want to give you a free video with my 3 tips that were the most powerful, that will help you grow your sneaker collection and make an additional $1,000 to $10,000 a month. All you need to do to get this free video is click on the first link in the description or the comment that's pinned in the comment section. That'll take you to a page where you can enter your email address, and I'll make sure that I send you a video right away. And if you enjoyed this video, again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. My name is DJ. I'm signing out. I got to go. I'm gone. Peace.